exciting times. We're off to pick our Vaderstad drill up. So yeah, let Sexy Fingers drive. She's a bit of a white knuckle ride. In and out of traffic, good drive. So yeah, I've seen some photographs of it. It looks really... He's made a right job of it, this fella. So, not this one. We're on the A64, which is notorious for being dabbed by traffic coppers. So, keep her under 70. Spraying his spuds with his baitman, isn't he? That's some big farming round here. Where are we? Near Aberford at Leeds, where Park Farm is, and yeah, some big fields and some nice looking crops actually. Maize on that side, spring barley on right, bit spring barley there. Bloody hell, we've just walked into, this is Ian, Park Farm Engineering, and we've just walked in to see our drill and work is done at it, and Christ almighty, it's a totally different machine.
Yeah, yeah.
All this was mongrel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just explain, Ian, what this was all about.
All this was in theory a 400F, and it got like a Dickie John system, which I think you'll have seen in an earlier YouTube video of Richard's, that it wasn't working. The drill wasn't working, so we ripped it all out.
Was it a little bit of a... Was the many with a Dickie John box fitted, or was it a bit of a mongrel?
A bit of a mongrel, because to be fair, it's not something that I ever come across much.
No.
So in theory what we've done, we ripped the whole system out. Now this drill in theory started its life as a 400F, so it would have had a drive wheel on it. So what we've done now is we put a hydraulic fan on it.
Right, yeah.
It's got a radar, and it's now got a hydraulically driven Phoenix unit.
What he means by radar, instead of a measuring wheel sort of running on the soil,
it picks the pulse up off the ground.
Yeah, it reads like a pulse as the land goes by it, and then it runs the hydraulic motor on the metering system. It's not really new tech. This is not new technology.
This has been out a lot of years now, and the wiring. So we had to literally rip all the wiring off the drill, and then completely put a new wiring loom in. And I will show you under here. We put which yours before didn't have. It now has a workstation, which every component on the drill now is all wired to this workstation. So we ripped all the old wiring loom out of the drill and completely rewired everything back to this workstation, by which now there's a cable that goes from the workstation to a red control box in the cab.
And what we had before, we had like a Dickie John box. It was very lovely.
It was all very,
Probably in its day. Would it be the dog's bollocks in its day?
No, I don't think it would be.
Anyway.
But anyway, you now have a control box now. That when it switches on, I need to hook it up to my truck to show you, because I don't know whether the fuse has gone in here.
Yeah, I think they have.
Oh, back and works, doesn't it?
My one's down here, the one on the back works. The one actually on the back.
Does it work?
Yeah.
I won't there, then I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah,
chuck it out back window, well, not chuck it, but he's made a right job. He really has. Chuffed a bit. We've had new discs on. Ian says, well, your discs and your coulters were totally knackered, and discs were getting there. And, well, do us years. He's doubled the value of the drill, really. And I've seen his invoice and all, he hasn't bloody overdone me neither. That man, if you want something done, Vaderstad, he's your man. And you're nationwide, aren't you, Ian?
Yeah, no, literally, we have customers all over the country.
Yeah, he's all over the spot. He's even slung a little bit of paint at it and all, so it looks the part.
Or maybe it didn't work.
I'll tell you what, doesn't it?
I thought it did.
I'll just go and get one off my truck for you,
Yeah, new discs, new coulters, look. Sexy Fingers will be glad to get his tractor back because it's been here. I said to Ian, I says, just take the tractor and the drill, and between jobs, just have an hour or two at it here and there. And he's, yeah, chocolate. I mean, there was nothing wrong with our old drill, to be fair. It's made a fantastic job. But this is just going to revolutionise job and make it so easy. Or easier. I mean, bloody hell, she's not real a new drill, but it's new to us.
So now you've got a bed control box with a variable rate strip on the side of it. So when you turn the box on now, it's got the latest software on it and it's all matched up to your drill. So when you then, it first comes on, you press button A, that takes to your main screen. That's all that's telling you is because there's no corn in the drill,
yeah,
you know, and stuff like that. Right, as far as calibration goes, you've got your fan in gear.
Yeah.
You come out, you turn that tap off, so it doesn't blast you out with the noise, that tap.
Oh, all right, yes. Oh, so, yes, yeah, yeah.
What you do is you put your rate in there, which is great and safe. You press that, you put your rate in there by turning the black knot, you press enter again. Now you can up the percentage to whatever you want. Most people stick at 10%.
And that's to up.
If you press the plus button, that 150 by 10%. You then look to calibrate, press the enter arrow, you press your free start, which is that plus button on that.
Oh, yes, this, yeah.
That will rotate that big tune in 3/4 of a turn. So in theory, it's preloading your
So basically, take the flute off, the air flute off the bottom.
No, the air flute off.
Just got
Because you've got a bag, you've got a bag that's going to go, well, where that silver plate is,
yeah,
at the back of it, there's a calibration bag
that
takes up into
oh,
there.
so you don't have to bugger about?
No,
oh, God, that's a bonus.
Yeah. So once you've got your bag under the hopper, press your plus for your pre-start for the turn. Once you've done that, so in theory, if I do that, it works, I've got no air going. Oh yeah, there's gone to fill bag. Right.
Yeah, Ian's sort of told us all about box, gone straight off my head, but hopefully he's took it on board, and he says he'll come out for first day with it and set us up. But he says if you're one of his customers, he'll answer the phone at 10 o'clock at night, you know, to get you going, if he can.
You know, we are 24/7. I've sat on that seat, and I think that, you know, when it's busy, you can work the back up as much as you sit on the seat to keep that machine going.
Yeah, the thing was Ian years ago. Where did you work?
Near Stanford.
Near Stanford.
On a 4,500 acre farm.
Yeah, so he knows the job, and then he's worked for Park Farm Engineering for how many years?
I was with Park Farm Machinery for 13 years.
13 years, and you've ended up
taking over
your boss man.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of experience with Vaderstad drills, so I mean, give him a go. I mean, I'll put his number and address on screen there. And if you run a Vaderstad, even modern stuff, your tempos, you do everything, don't you?
Do everything, yeah.
You know. But yeah. And you were telling me about Kramp. Explain that. He's just become.
We just become a Kramp dealer. So any like workshop consumables, whether you know your maintenance sprays, whether your brake cleaners, tools, we can, you know, please give us a try.
So basically, if you go on the Kramp website, see what you're after.
Yeah, it's all right.
If it's there.
It's ironic that my Kramp man's just turned up.
That's it.
Yeah,
Hang on.
Introduced to Dan if you like. Yeah.
Hey up, this is Dan, this is the Kramp man. We're doing a bit of a YouTube thing, so yeah, no swearing.
Absolutely not.
Ian's just telling me about how this Kramp works.
Yep.
Basically, do you go on website, pick what you want, and then come to Ian and...
Indeed, anything that you need from Kramp, you can come to Park Farm Services in the area, and they'll be able to sort you out, not a problem at all. Next day delivery, order up until 6 PM.
Yeah. Oh, so you'll go up to 6 PM, it'll be here next day?
Absolutely, yeah. We'll dispatch it that day for next day delivery.
And it's normally in this yard. If I get in, let's say at 6:30, the stuff's normally outside the gate.
Yeah.
So it is fairly good at coming in.
And I did have a quick, when Ian told me about it before I come, I had a quick look at the website, and bloody hell, you've got There's everything, isn't there?
Absolutely. Oh, we do over 500,000 products across
Yeah,
the
there's
range.
everything.
Anything that you need to do with agriculture, we'll sort you out.
Yeah,
Even tractor parts, you know, loader parts, everything's on there.
Yeah, so...
And even through Kramp now, we offer the service of doing hydraulic hoses.
Oh, is this all new then?
Yeah, this is all new. This is all...
That's what I said, it puts ours... Yeah, it puts ours to shame, doesn't it?
All hydraulic hoses. You know, we've invested a lot of money in it to do the job right.
Yeah.
To offer a good service.
Yeah, good stuff.
You know, we had a machine come in the other day, a tempo, and it ripped two of the pipes out. You know, within an hour, sort of thing. We'd add them up in the machine, mounted and up he went.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, we're there, and like I say, we're there to give a good service, not to rip people off.
Yeah, well, so have a look at website, Kramp website, and like back to Vaderstad stuff. I mean, he's nationwide. He goes everywhere. I mean, he's been telling us about customers here, there, and everywhere. Right down in London, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, and well, not in London City, but you know,
Yeah, 20 miles from London.
20 miles from London, yeah.
So go down into shops.
I don't know how he gets it all done.
No, I don't sometimes.
But yeah, very good. Yeah, he sells second-hand bits and all. He buys quite a lot of sort of, well, I don't know where he gets them from, but if you want some second-hand components, like that's for your discs, seabed, there's all sorts of stuff. Rubbers, I think. Oh, they do. Where do they go? Oh, they're for discs up front. Christ, and the second-hand stuff he does sell are very good anyway. There's no wear on them whatsoever. Yeah, these are the ones what have come off ours. These were the discs. So we could have got a bit out of them, but Neil's had his money's worth out of them, hasn't he? Yeah, Ian's always also said if you want any cultivation equipment, he don't sort of carry a lot of stock, as in buy and sell much stuff. Like this is in for a lot of repairs, but he knows where stuff is. So if you do want some special, you know, something cultivation-wise or other drills, he's got customers selling stuff all the time. But this is a fair piece. This makes a right job. What's that machine called? A Rexus, is it? A Rexus Twin? Yeah, it's got this Rexus Twin. I don't know what it is or a customer, but it's a right thing. Are you happy?
I'm very happy.
Right. You won't be when we get home because we're off wild hunting.
I'm off to the grass.
Right, bugger off with it then.
Right, thank you very much. See you later.
Yeah, I've just told them that if someone wants a drill or cultivation tackle, whatever, he knows where stuff is because he's got customers like I say, all over the country with various things what you know, want to flog them like. Well, you can have a look when you go out. There's loads of grass in that other backfield. I mean, tons of grass.
That barley's big enough as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Just on, we've got a track maintenance. We've got some grasses at back here. Christ, it's when it's wet, it's seriously wet there, and this is our sort of track, and it's got, well, beyond repair really. So we brought some of this sand, what we get by off our neighbour. He bought it out, dug it out of a lagoon, an irrigation lagoon. It does a job. In fact, it used to be a lot cleaner with less clay in it. Oops. And we've mixed it into concrete before. But if it gets paddled in dry, it makes a hell of a base. But if there's any puddle water standing, it just turns to mush. But if you paddle the air out of it dry, it's hellish hard standing. Right, we'll go and have a look at some grass. Couple of good days. We've had Garrett at Baylor. He sorted all knotters out and give it the once over. Gary's from Big Bale Services near Doncaster there. He's absolutely mustard, is the fella. He just knows them knotters inside out, like, and a few things bent, a few things buckled, a few bag of parts came down with him, so she should be good for another season or two. And to be fair, when he looked over her, he says she's in very, very good order. So fingers crossed, she'll be a good girl this time. Lads have sorted a track out with some gravel at a farm called Latham, where we have to make some hay. We've been to Ian's and got our Vaderstad picked up. Very, very pleased. I've done a bit of knapsacking. I've just done a cheeky tankful. It was slightly too windy, but on some maize, because our maize is getting very mucky. A lot of fat end coming and red shank. Not grass, and we just don't want a repeat of last year. But the drought doesn't seem to have affected the rubbish, but it's held the crop back. And as I say, I didn't want to repeat of last year and get it swamped. So whether I have to do it twice, I don't know. But right, on that note, I've had about enough. I'm ready for me tea. Just like to say thanks very much to Ian at Park Farm Services. If you want out doing Vaderstad, he's your man. Right, bye for now.